All right. So I want to start with asking your impression about online classes. Sarp, what are your opinions about ongoing online classes?
They haven't been very helpful.
Helpful?
They haven't been very helpful.
Exactly, because it's remote.
Yeah. And someone could just open the computer and walk away and no one would ever know.
Yeah, someone tricked.
And I mean, the fact that it's mandatory makes students just don't want to show up. Because, why would someone wake up at 10 a.m. to attend the classes? That's not even mandatory.
Mm-hmm. I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, that means you prefer in-person classes, right?
And like human interaction with other people. That's just what kids need, not sitting in front of screens.
Exchanging emotions and views.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I take your point. I prefer in-person classes, but sometimes facts lead us to mandatory things like having online classes. Maybe next year in many schools we may face hybrid education. That means in-person and online. And it will work better because you can both express your emotions in a physical place, in an actual place, and learn something concrete through computer or slide.
I don't know.
It will work. And there should be a balance, of course, between in-person and online. We'll
this
see.
Online thing never stick with me to begin with, but anyways.
You're right. But anyway, I really appreciate your efforts, yours, the other students, because you try to participate in classes and you respect your teachers.
Thanks.
Thanks for it.
Thank you.
All right. Maybe some students don't like when something is recording, right? It's possible. I don't want to let them record my voice, but it's not for making an archive, but for revising or re-listening or re-watching it again.
Yeah.
All right. And let me take Muratan. Are you with us?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah. What's your opinion about online classes?
Let's see. The online classes were actually pretty useful. Yeah, they were like the normal physical English lessons. But I don't think that the online classes would replace the physical ones.
Exactly.
But yeah, they did that part.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Thank you. And Berk, how about you?
Efendim hocam.
So what's your opinion about online classes?
Yani hocam gerçek dersteki gibi etkili olmuyor ama yine de en azından fikrimiz oluyor.
Kesinlikle. Güzel bir açıklama. Katılıyorum. Zorunluluk halinde yine bir açığı kapatıyor diyorsun.
Evet.
Teşekkür ederim. Teoman. Have you arrived?
Buradayım hocam, buradayım.
All right. So what's your opinion about online classes?
Hocam herkesin dediğiyle aynı şey. Yani okula gidip bunları işlesek daha etkili olacak tabii. Ama böyle de olur yani. Sorun yok.
Zorunluluk halinde bu işe yarıyor diyorsun. Ama tercih edilen okulda eğitim.
Evet hocam.
Kesinlikle. Ben de sizin fikirlerinize katılıyorum.
Gerçekten. Hem hocam evde de sıkılıyoruz. Yani okulda arkadaşlarımız var. Öğretmenlerle konuşuyoruz falan.
Anlık geri dönüş oluyor okulda. Allah. Burada maalesef öyle bir imkan yok. O anda teknolojik bazı sıkıntılar da yaşanıyor. Mikrofon çalışmıyor ya da internet gidip geliyor. Ya da kişi hislerini bazen telefon üzerinden ya da bir alet üzerinden vermek istemeyebiliyor. Yüz yüze daha iyi ifade ediyor kendisini. Benim gibi. Anyway, let's switch to English. And it was 2 days ago. Yeah, we talked, and on Monday we started an article that's called "What Does It Mean to Be Innovative in Business?" And we talk about innovation, and it has 4 ways using the recent technology, the newest tools, but it's not the all. We need to improve things and improve it, the ways how to use technology. And I gave an example, imagining that people, they are using the latest version of iPhone at the street, but it doesn't mean that they are smartest people all around the world. And the second way is to respond to customers' demands, and there should be balance between demand and offer. And the next is third is reaching new customers, new targets. And the fourth one is to provide service that's according to customers' lifestyle and needs. We can change it, whether it can be applied online or delivering to homes. And innovation, I think, is okay. We fill in the gaps, and we decided that the sentence was true or false. And now we have another topic, which is called robot teachers. And I want to take Ufuk's opinions about robot teachers. Can they replace human teachers?
No,
No. How
I
come?
don't. Probably because they can't let's say the robot teacher is teaching someone about a subject and the student doesn't understand it. They can't exactly adapt to it and like if they can't understand it, they can't explain it in a different way because that's the only information they have.
Mhm. Because they are made of 0 and 1, right?
Yes.
Exactly. But human teachers can inspire their students, and they can give several ways to decide, to make decision. But I think robot teachers will be with us very soon, in a very there's called as 2027. That means 7 years left, maybe sooner or later, but not very late. We have definitions here and words, and we are going to match the words with their definitions. And as a tradition, we're going to think of noun to noun, verb to verb method. And the other is starting from the simplest that comes to our mind first. Melis, Ebru, Sıla,
İstediğimi seçebilir miyim hocam?
kesinlikle zaten yapmamız gereken o, bu tarz eşleştirmelerde en basitten başlayacağız. Bizim aklımıza ilk gelen hangisiyse ondan başlayacağız.
Tamam. Bir dakika. Empatiyi yapayım hocam. Bakayım bir.
Hı hı.
Hocam şimdi birini Bunların hangisi oluyor ki? Bir dakika.
Şimdi burada bizim eşleştirmelerde yapmamız gereken ne? İsme isim, fiile fiil değil mi? O taktiği, o metodu uygulamamız gerekiyor. Yani empathy is a noun. Bir isimdir değil mi?
Tamam.
Empati. Yani başlayacak olan açıklama da yine isimle başlayabilir.
Ha.
Baktığımız zaman the ability to think of new
F
ideas.
olabilir mi hocam?
Exactly. Yeah.
F.
You're right.
Aynen.
The ability to deeply understand someone's situation. Bir kişinin durumunu derinlemesine anlama yeteneği.
Evet.
Empati kurma. Empatidir.
Hocam ben yapayım mı bir tane?
Yeah, do it please.
Creative'i yapacağım hocam.
Yeah.
The ability to think of new ideas.
Exactly. Thank you. The ability to think new ideas. Muratan.
So, which one should I do? To adapt is E, to change something so that it fits better.
Exactly. To change something so that it fits better. Adapter. We use adapters that fit. And Sarp. Ufuk.
Yes. Want me to match them?
Yeah. Whatever you want. We have taken
To underestimate, to think that something is less than it is.
Yeah. Think something is less than it's. And we'll discuss them in Turkish to understand better. And who do we have? Ömer.
Hocam bölüyorum, özür dilerim ama bizim üst katta tadilat olduğu için bazenleri matkap çalışıyor. Mesela şu anda.
Süper.
O yüzden mikrofonu açamam. Yani
Hı hı.
açamadığımda yazarım.
Evet. Sorun değil. Yapabilir misin bir tane?
Yapayım hocam. Mesela birincisini yapayım. A takeover. When someone takes control of something. 1 to D.
Exactly. So when someone takes control of something and let me do, one is left, that means we don't to work out what kind of illness someone has.
Yeah.
You
I'll just
can,
mute myself.
you can turn your
Yeah.
mic off now. Thank you very much for the answer. And take over. So how can we translate it in Turkish? So we should know Turkish meanings as well. Take over. Yerini alma. Diyebilir miyim? Sıla.
Tekrarlar mısınız hocam?
Take over için yerini alma.
Aynen yani üstlenmek gibi bir şey mi?
Hem üstlenmek de olabilir hem de yerini almak. Hani senin yerini kim alabilir?
Ha, aynen
Ya
onun
da
gibi.
bir şirket yerini alıyor mesela. Önüne geçiyor. O manada. Rekabet vari bir şey var ortada. To adapt. Bu da zaten adaptasyon.
Adaptasyon.
Evet. Adapte olmak. Uymak manasını da söyleyebiliriz. Underestimate. To think something is less than it. Burada tabii açıklama var ama Türkçe'ye ihtiyacı var. Manasını bilmemiz gerekiyor. Underestimate. So, who knows Turkish meaning of underestimate? Simay.
Bilmiyorum.
Like küçümsemek, hafife almak,
Olabilir hocam.
hafife almak diyebiliriz. Olduğundan daha az olduğunu düşünmek yani hafife alıyorsun. Halbuki o daha fazla. O neyse artık. Empathy, we know it. Empathy, the ability to deeply understand someone's situation. Burada hem Türkçe manaların bir taraftan beynimizin bir tarafını bilmemiz, diğer taraftan da açıklamalarını bilmemiz çok yararlı olur. Hem iki dil için de geçerli. To diagnose, to work out what kind of illness someone has. Teşhis etmek. Bir kişinin ne tür hastalığı olduğunu çözümlemek, yani teşhis etmek. Creative, zaten yaratıcılık. The ability to think of new ideas. Yeni fikirler düşünme becerisi. Şeyimize geçebiliriz, metnimize. Robot teachers. Sıla, can you start reading the text until this question mark? Until after all. Oh my god.
Bir dakika hocam. If you think of the jobs robots could never do, you will probably put... Hocam nereye kadar okuyacağımı bir daha gösterir misiniz? Orayı göremedim de.
Until this question mark.
Ha, okay. You will probably put doctors and teachers at the top of the list. It's easy to imagine robot cleaners and factory workers, but some jobs need human connection and creativity. But are we interested on what robots can do? In some cases, they already perform better than doctors at diagnosing illness. Also, some patients might feel more comfortable sharing personal information with a machine than a person.
There's the cat.
Evet hocam.
Yeah, very nice.
Hocam özür dilerim, bir dakika.
No problem, it's really fine.
Could there be a place for robots in education after all?
Yeah, let's stay with this question. And if you think, so it's a conditional job some robots could never do, like doctors and teachers positions. But it's easy to imagine robot cleaners and factory workers, but some jobs need human connection and creativity. For example, as a teacher, teaching needs human creativity, I think. But it doesn't mean that we can underestimate robots. And the writer asks the question, but are we underestimating what robots can do? For example, in some cases, they already perform better than doctors at diagnosing illness. You just give your blood and the machine finds out what kind of illness you carry, or maybe different, or cancer or other parts. Also, some patients, those who are ill, might feel more comfortable sharing personal info with a machine than a person. They can say their secrets to a machine. But could there be a place for robots in education after all? I think yes. Let's see. Muratan, British education expert.
Should I read it?
Yeah, read please from starting. British.
British education expert Anthony Seldon thinks so, and he even has a date for the robot takeover of the classroom, 2027. He predicts robots will do the main job of transferring information and teachers will be like assistants. Intelligent robots will read students' faces, movements, and maybe even brain signals. Then they will adapt the information to each student. It's not a popular opinion, and it's unlikely robots will ever have empathy and ability to really connect with humans like another human can.
Thank you very much for an excellent reading. So the man Anthony Seldon thinks that in 2027 robots will take over teachers somehow. but he predicts robots will do the main job of transferring information and teachers will be like assistants. Is it possible? Yeah, why not? So they can transfer info better than we do. But let's see, intelligent robots will read students' faces. That's possible. Yeah. We have lots of surveillance devices right now. They are put the streets and they just read people's faces to conduct security movements and maybe even brain signals. That's possible. They can understand that whether you're happy or sad or angry. They can see your brain with colors, red, green, or orange. Then they will adapt the info to each student. So, for example, Talha is sad today. Let's not push on him. Or he's happy. Let's give him a chance to read more, maybe. But it's not a popular opinion, and it's unlikely robots will ever have empathy, the ability to really connect with humans like another human can. So they cannot transfer emotions, but they can detect how our feelings, how do we feel, what kind of actions are we going to make, or they can read our faces, no problem, but they cannot transfer emotions. They cannot be loved as human teachers. But thanks to AI, we'll get robot teachers. Let's go ahead. Simay, one thing is certain though.
Hocam ben okumasam ya.
Read it please, it's the last.
Hocam ama gülerim okursam yani o yüzden okumuyorum.
No, it's the last day just.
Hocam Simay kaçmaya çalışıyor. Lütfen okutun.
Bir şey söyleyeceğim. Normalde okurum ama şu an gülme var içimde lütfen.
Hep aynısını diyor hocam. Lütfen okutun.
Hayır ya geçen okudum kaç kere. Hocam vallahi gülerim gerçekten gülerim.
Tamam.
Kusura bakmayın hocam.
Ufuk.
Ya ben de çok gülesim geldi şu duruma ya.
Süper ya. Ufuk,
Where should I read it?
start please from a robot teacher.
Where should I end?
And a question.
Okay. A robot teacher is better than no teacher at all. In some parts of the world, there aren't enough teachers, and 9 to 16% of the children under the age of 14 don't go to school. That problem could be partly solved by robots because they can teach anywhere and won't get stressed or tired or move somewhere for an easier, higher paid job. Those negative aspects of teaching are something everyone agrees on. Teachers all over the world are leaving because it is a difficult job and they feel overworked. Perhaps the question is, will robots replace teachers?
And can you finish the other, but how can robots?
But how can robots help teachers?
And office workers can use software to do things like organize and answer emails, arrange meetings, and update calendars. Teachers waste a lot of time doing non-teaching work, including more than 11 hours a week marking homework. If robots could cut the time teachers spend marking homework and writing reports, teachers would have more time and energy for the parts of the job humans do best. Let's see here. There are some places they don't have teachers, human teachers. In some parts of the world, in countrysides, we may not have teachers. And we see the percentage here, 9 to 16% of children under the age of 14, they don't go to school because of the absence of teachers. That problem could be partly solved by robots because they can teach anywhere and won't get stressed because they are made of AI, or tired and move somewhere for an easier, higher paid job. So they can be hired easier and they can adapt all kinds of climates all around the world. Just care care of them, put oil, and that's all. And those negative aspects of teaching are something everyone agrees on. And we see now negative sides of teaching. Teachers all over the world are leaving. Why are they leaving? Because it's a difficult job. They feel overworked. They have lots of lessons, and except for lessons, they have to do something like stationary tasks should be fulfilled. Perhaps the question is not, will robots replace teachers, but how can robots help teachers? The question is, you see the question. The very first, will robots replace teachers? And the other is, how can robots help teachers? I think the second question is more appropriate to ask. Office workers can use software to do things like organize and answer emails, arrange meetings, and update calendars. For example, I would like to have a robot teacher that would become my assistant to organize my meetings, lessons. Actually, we can do it. We can arrange our meetings thanks to Google devices. But a robot would do it, and I would be pleased. Teachers waste a lot of time doing non-teaching work, like stationary tasks, including more than 11 hours a week marking homework. If robots could cut the time teachers spend marking homework and writing reports, teachers would have more time and energy for the parts of the job humans do best. Maybe letting the robot sit beside you and listen to lesson, and then just I want you to write a summary about the lesson, about students' impression on class. Maybe robots could do it. Maybe we'll do. But robots will never replace human teachers. It's my opinion. They just can be an assistant. What do you think, Sarp? Simay?
Evet hocam.
What's your opinion about takeover? Robotlar
Yani-
öğretmenlerin yerine geçebilir mi?
Bence geçemez hocam.
Sadece yardımcı mı olabilirler?
Evet hocam. Çünkü öğretmenle olan diyaloglar falan farklı yani.
Öğretmen gibi ilham veremezler değil mi?
Evet.
Ya da sevilemezler.
Evet.
Kesinlikle. Ama şurada bahsettiği gibi neredeydi? Non-teaching work. Yani öğretim dışındaki işlerde yardımcı olabilirler. Kırtasiye işlerinde yani kısacası. Öğretmenlerin öğretimdeki negatif kısımlardan bahsediyor ya burada. Neler onlar? So what are the negative aspects, negative sides of teaching, Simay?
Ha ben mi söyleyeyim? Hocam metinde yazıyor mu?
Yazıyor. So those negative aspects, aspect demek side. Kısım demek yani taraf gibi düşün. Öğretmenle olumsuz tarafları neler? Herkesin kabullendiği, herkesin ne diyor onlar, mutabık kaldığı.
Hocam tüm dünyaya Türkçe'ye mi çevireyim yani cümleyi?
No, just speak in English. For example, teachers all over the world are leaving. They don't want to work as a teacher. Why?
Bilmiyorum hocam.
Because it's difficult to tell something, to retell, to tell it 1,000 times. For some people, it's kind of tough work to tell something again, and again. Maybe they feel overworked. Burada bir fiil var. Work. Biliyoruz değil mi? Başına over geldiği zaman nasıl bir anlam çıkıyordu Simay, hatırlıyor musun?
Olumsuz muydu hocam?
Aşırılık olabilir mi?
Ha evet doğru hatırladım.
aşırılık anlamı katıyor. Yani çok daha fazla çalışma. Çok fazla çalıştıklarını hissediyorlar. O yüzden zor bir iş gibi düşünüyorlar. Tabii bu göreceli bir kavram. Saati de vermiş. Ve işin içinde bir de kırtasiye işleri var. O yüzden robotların bu konuda yardımcı olabileceğini düşünüyorlar. Not we have 6 minutes. Okay, let's hurry. And I think we got the sense about the takeover of robots. Not fully, but partly. Let's discuss true or false. Most jobs seem as if they can be done by robots or computers. Teoman.
Evet hocam.
So the very first statement, is it true or false according to the text? What do you think?
Most jobs seem as if they can be done by robots or computers. No, false.
So most jobs cannot be seen as...
Oh, sorry, seem, yes. But no, actually.
So robots or computers, they can replace...
No, they can replace some jobs, but they can't replace all of them.
Yeah, here, yeah, you're correct. Not all of jobs, but most of can be replaced by
Yes.
robots and computers. Thank you. And Muratan, robots are always better at diagnosing illness than doctors.
That's wrong.
Always.
Not always.
Yeah, I think it's not true. I remember some doctors because I worked in medical cases. So they can diagnose your illness just looking at your eyes. And a doctor diagnosed a patient with brain cancer looking at the eyes. But robots cannot do it. They have to use their devices. But the doctor used his experience and sense. Many experts agree robots will replace teachers by 2027. Sıla?
True, teacher.
Yeah. Here, let's see. Where is it? Many experts or just an expert? Anthony Selden.
Hep
Just one man thinks that
Aynen.
robots will replace teachers.
O zaman false oluyor.
Yeah.
Tamam.
Actually, it's false, but can be true, depending on other experts' sayings.
Yes.
Ufuk, one advantage of robot teachers is that they don't need to rest.
Yes.
Exactly. They don't need to rest. Have you ever watched Terminator? Series of Terminator.
No, I didn't get to. I can't find it.
The first was filmed in 1982, as I remember, or 3, when I was born. I like, the most favorite is the first one, even it's not well qualified. Robot assistants could help teachers by marking homework. Muratan?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, they can mark homework. Actually, Classroom helps us to mark homeworks easier. But why not? A robot would do it. Some teachers use robots to reduce their time answering emails and marking homework. Do teachers use robots to reduce their time answering emails and marking homework? Sıla?
1 minute, teacher. Some teachers use robots to reduce their answering. True.
So have we started using?
Hatırlamıyorum hocam.
So there is a conditional if, but it doesn't exist right now. If robots could cut the time teachers spend marking homework and writing reports, teachers would have more time and energy for the parts of the job humans do best. Yani burada aslında bir koşul olduğu için bunun gerçek olduğunu söyleyemeyiz. Yani bazı öğretmenlerin hali hazırda robot kullandıkları. Robot neden kullanıyorlar? To reduce their time. Zamanı tasarruf etmek için. Değil mi? E-maillere cevap vermek, ödevleri kontrol etmek. Ama genel anlamıyla bunu biz yanlış diyebiliriz. Çünkü henüz değil. Belki ileride. Tabii şöyle bir özellik var. E-maillere otomatik cevap verme özelliği var. Tatildeyken sana gönderilen maile çok rahat kalıp bir yazıyla cevap verebiliyorsun ama tabii o robot olduğu anlamına gelmiyor. Arkadaşlar kendinize iyi bakın. Dersimiz bitti.
Bitti hocam.
Siz de hocam dikkat edin.
Ondan sonra hakkınızı helal edin.
Siz de hocam.
Yine görüşürüz.
Görüşürüz hocam.
İnşallah hocam.
Biliyorsunuz iletişim kanallarını.
Hı hı.
Allah'a emanet.